David Iverson. Naftastic is here. Hey, Naftastic. How are you doing, Rodney? Oop. I just moved everything here.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have two. I can't see the chat or anything.
It looks like David Iverson was
What's up,
here.
Rodney? Oh, I see you got the.
I can't really tell.
The man bug out.
Yeah, I do. I've been putting it in my pocket a lot, more than I thought I would. There we are. We've got 4 people in the chat. David Iverson is here. Welcome. And then there's Naftastic. Yes, absolutely. Sorry, we had an issue, and I went and grabbed some tissues. No, I went and had to restart everything, and there might be a bit of a delay. I'm hearing there might be a bit of a delay. Bees Blades is here. Welcome. John Evans is here. Jevons is here. Yeah, I've been putting this guy in my little man bug in my pocket a lot lately. And it's just because it's so small. I didn't think that I was going to like it. But it's the fact that you can flip it open like a bigger knife that just gets me. I still struggle with it a little bit. I'm not always perfect, but the pinky one always works. It's a fun little knife, and I have the.
Hey, and it's Warncliffe.
It is Morning Wednesday. I have the Ladybug as well, and I've got the regular man bug with the K390, and you can do the same with them. It's not exclusive just to that one. The Jig is Up is here. Welcome.
Up.
Javon. I have to agree, it does sound kind of fancy. Yeah, I've been putting this in my pocket, and it's odd because I've been getting a lot of comments on it. I think there is a lot of people that like little knives, and I just happen to, I don't know, I love it. It's really small, but I have been carrying an additional knife with it. You got to see which knife I was carrying earlier.
Yeah.
And that is this one.
Oh, yeah.
It's fantastic. These two are just fantastic together, and it's kind of comical even putting them two together because it makes the banter look enormous, even though it's relatively small.
Yeah. But, yeah, that man bug is tiny.
It is really small. It is. And it's funny, I've been reaching out to Ben Peterson via Instagram. We chat every now and then. He likes some of my images. I think it's really cool. But I mentioned to him that I've been having a lot of fun playing with the man bug, and I think it'd be really cool if he did a knife that's even smaller than the baby bender. I know that's a shock, Fantastic. Don't freak out. But I think it'd be fun if he can create a very fidgety little knife about the same size as the man bug. And I think he would totally do it. I can totally see him doing it. Yeah, he's a nice guy. If you aren't following him directly, or if you're not following his NAFSCO, I highly encourage checking them out. They're super nice. With NAFSCO, it's very possible that the wife, I can't remember her name, I feel really bad, but I think his wife every now and then is the person that responds. They're super friendly people, and I really like my interactions with them. I've been interacting with a lot of people, actually, but they're super friendly, and I think it'd be fun.
NAFs?
Yeah, I just put the link in the chat for NAFSCO, and then I'm gonna put,
okay.
Yeah, Ben Peterson. Actually, I don't know why he's listed as Banters, but I think I've even heard people in reviews refer to this as a knife designed by Ben Banters. But I think his last name is Peterson. Let's see. He's one of the reasons why I have so much blue stuff. I didn't even know that I had it until I started putting my pocket dumps together, and I realized that, wow, I've got a lot of blue. Well, since we've got some people here, Paper Tiger's here. What were you saying?
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, he did have a show called Knife Banter, and it's still running. Now it's got Kurt, and it's changed from when he was involved with it. I know that when, what's his name? Zach. I can't think of his last name, but Zach, when he was running it, he was still using a lot of like the video and images from when Ben was running it. I think part of that may have been in hopes that Ben would come back. I'm not really sure. And now that Kurt's kind of taken over, I've seen them do some changes, and it's been a nice refresh. Honestly, I like what they've done.
Yeah, it's gotten better. I was a little worried for a minute.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone was quitting. They were like the go-to place on the internet for knife stuff if you weren't familiar with all of us. And I just like their influence.
Oh, yeah.
I know they don't always have the best stuff, and I hear all sorts of things about their customer service. I've had really good experiences with them personally. They're not my only place, though.
I had inquiries, but they've always responded pretty timely and helped me out when I needed them.
Yeah, for sure. I do want to know, because I went back and I looked at your channel, and the very first video that you posted, you got some sort of Excalibur. Can you tell us about that one? It's a Boker.
Excalibur. Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, I got it right in front of me.
Nice.
Yeah, I got it from Monthly Night Club. It's actually not a bad knife. It's definitely it's a thin, very thin blade. S35 VN. Nice drop point. Sorry. Trying to get it in front of the camera there. Half titanium on the frame lock. And then the other side is copper. And even the backspacer, I think, is carbon fiber. Yeah, it's a pretty slick knife.
It looks like a really clean design. There's no flipper. Yeah, it looks really clean. And sorry, guys, there may be a bit of a delay. This is possibly on YouTube's fault. Sorry about that.
Yeah. There's at least a 5-6 second delay.
So they're, oh, okay. So is the shipping for monthly knife clubs slow? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, I mean, the last few months that I canceled it for a while because I didn't like the month. Kind of like Going Gear. I guess during the pandemic and everything, they definitely got bogged down.
Yeah, I can understand.
And I think I don't know if it's the warehouse they have down. I thought it came out of Texas somewhere, but I can't remember.
I think it's a cool way of
Yeah, they're not.
getting knives that you wouldn't normally look at or even consider buying for yourself. I'm sure
Well,
there's
yeah,
stuff
and that's what
you've probably received.
that's why I kept them for as long as I did. I'm probably going to go back, but you got to understand though. A lot of people I think misunderstand this is the Onyx Collector's Plan, and that's totally different from the other tiers that they have. This one is guaranteed to give you a premium knife every single month, at least one, and sometimes two. Sometimes they'll throw a fixed blade in there, but you're almost always going to get a premium knife out of it.
That's really cool.
Not every single month was a home run on them. Not every month's a home run on them, but they really been disappointed. I think the only one I got had by Mantis Knives, and it was a nice knife and everything, but it just wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah. I can understand that. I haven't actually tried one of those loot box kind of, what would we call these? Like, I don't know. I think they're really awesome. Like these different mail options, subscription options. I think they're awesome.
Subscription boxes.
Yeah, subscription boxes. There we go.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, that's why I've stuck with Going Gear, because it's only $60 a month, and they usually throw some good stuff in there every month. Can't really go wrong for that. I mean, you're not investing too much. I mean,
well, it's the start of the new month, right? So you should be getting a new subscription box for that this month.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a good one.
Yep.
I know a lot of people were a little upset with that last one. I think they were pretty cool, though. I like the flashlights that came with.
Yeah, the last one wasn't bad. It was just that fixed blade that they sent. I forget the name of it, but I wasn't like too happy with that one. But not every box is going to be a grand slam.
Can you guys hear me okay? I just saw the chat. I was asked to move my hand under the screen to see if the delay is also on my end. I can't really tell. Like everything is moving in real time. And then you said $69 a month for the Going Gear?
Yeah, that's with included shipping on my part. It's actually $59 a month for the package, I believe.
It looks like I'm being reported, or you're being reported that you keep freezing for some reason. I think you're doing fine, but I'm not really sure. There's a little delay. A tiny one. Sorry, guys.
It takes at least 6 to 8 seconds for you to hear my
I'm not sure what to do about that. Sorry, guys. Very much sorry.
Yeah,
We
that
did
sucks.
end this chat once and then restarted, but um, let's see where this goes. Before we go any further, I did want to do a quick little shout out. We have our friend Libeardtarian. If you guys are not familiar with him, I'm going to put the link in the chat here. It'd be really awesome if you guys reached out to him. He's actually a really nice guy. He's unfortunately gone through some recent health problems, I'm afraid. And because of some health complications, he has lost an eye.
Yeah,
I've been talking to him recently. They found that there was a problem with the surgery they just did. And so he has to go back. And I believe he's going back tomorrow. And he's a little disappointed that he has to go through this all over again. It'd be really cool if you guys
yeah,
reached out to him
sucks.
just to kind of, give him some encouragement. I think that that would really help him a lot. And then there's also a video for Libeardtarian. There's a actual video made by BakPak B. He's doing a raffle as well as a GoFundMe for him. Uh, if you guys have the ability to help out with that, please do so. I'm not really sure if the GoFundMe is going to be enough, considering that he has to go back for surgery, for more surgery. But I definitely feel for him. He's been very, very positive in all of my interactions with him, which is really like inspiring. Um, I'd really like it if you guys could go and just say hi and give him a little bit of encouragement. And if you want to participate in the GoFundMe, I'll put the link in right now. I did hear also
Yeah, go give him
that
go give him a hello. He's a good guy.
yeah, Libeardtarian is he's a good guy. He's trying. When I was originally talking to him back in November, he's been only on Instagram, and he was working up to getting a channel. And I didn't hear from him for a little while, and then recently, Jason Brown, all of our friends, Jason Brown, had indicated that he had been going through some health problems. So I reached out to him, and it was a little bit worse than I imagined, to say the least.
Yeah.
So I'm doing this just to kind of help out with that particular effort. And BakPak B is a cool guy. I found out that he is professionally doing, what would I call it, graphic design. A little bit more than that. He's in the film industry, actually. And he's in New York, or in the New York area. And I believe that he may actually be working for like ESPN or some sort of like sports kind of thing. Really cool. And the fact that he's like putting out videos, they're really high production. He makes my videos look really, really bad. But he's a fantastic video editor, and I like his reviews. I like the way that he does his unboxings. I think it's really cool, and just the fact that he's helping out a friend that we have here in the community that needs some help, I think is really cool. He is relatively new to the to YouTube, actually. I think he started his channel last year, around summertime, and he's been fun to interact with. He's another guy that I encourage checking out. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that. I've got my little pocket dump here in front of you guys. This is what I was carrying today. I've got the Wee Banter. This was actually given to me by our friend Jack from Suburban Tactical Nation. I've got the Man Bug, which is awesome. I've got the little mini pry from Teal Designs. Really cool little pry tool. I really like it a lot. I've got a smoky quartz. This comes from Teller County in Colorado. This was likely part of a large cluster that included Clevelandite and possibly Amazonite. I really like this crystal a lot. And then I've got an indigo gabbro. This comes from a remote island off the coast of Madagascar and the Indian Ocean. Very much closely related to granite. Very, very closely related to granite. The composition is just a little different, and I think the color is really cool. In shops, they may sell this material as Mystic Merlinite, but I think it's cool. I really like it a lot. What did you carry today, Jack?
Well, first, the crystal and the stone's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think
got
awesome.
I'm a creature of habit. I carry a lot of the same thing all the time. So I got a little kind of a canvas carry pouch by Arc Company.
Nice.
And what I got in it is a Olight. I always forget the name of it. The i3TEOS.
Okay.
The Lynch 2.5 all access. And one of my new favorites, the Kaiser mini bag lighter.
Nice.
Only this one's blacked out. My Carta. So, and then of course for my main blade, I got the DLT drop for the Spyderco PM2 and S90V.
Nice.
Definitely one of
Very
my favorites.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just saw we have Kyle from DTOM Knives and Gear in the house. Welcome.
What's happening, Kyle?
Man, I like that S90V PM2. I wanted to collect them all, and the one that I really missed out on has the Emerson wave on it. I really wanted to get that one.
The Spyderco with the wave?
Yeah, the one with the it was a PM2. I forgot which shop it was that had it as the exclusive. The blade was a little bit thicker, so you could like be a little rougher with it. You don't have to worry about it breaking. I don't think that these knives are that weak. It's amazing how easy they go through cardboard. It's shockingly easy.
Oh yeah, you got that super thin geometry on them, but if you use the handle for what it's for,
yeah.
Shouldn't have too much of a problem with them. I mean, to
John
me, these
Ross
are essentially
is
razor blades with a knife handle.
Oh man, for real. And this little guy, I've gotten myself a couple times. Let's see. You're not going to be able to see him, but right there.
It already
I got
bit you?
A couple of times. Yeah, a couple of times. And it was from trying to flip it open, and I didn't do it completely, and it snapped back, and it caught me. It happens. We play with knives, and you get cut. But yeah, I was having fun with those.
I cut myself at least once or twice during a video every time.
And don't feel bad about carrying the same old stuff, man. Carry what you love. There's no judgment here.
Yep.
I did want to talk about your favorite knife company, some off-grids. I've got two.
It's Off-Grid. Off-Grid's definitely one of my favorite companies.
I really like them a lot.
That's two of my favorite knives too.
I have to confess that they're not a very attractive knife, but I didn't think Spyderco's were all that attractive either. And it's in the hand that you realize that these are really robust. I may have to bring out
that
some
Viper right
knives.
there. That Viper you got in your hand right there, that thing is one of the toughest folding knives I've ever had in my hand. 100%.
I really like it a lot. I can't call it a very fidgety knife just because it has a very solid lockup. Very, very solid, but it's got a really nice detent. You can like flick it over and over and over again, but I think the lock bar or the liner lock will definitely eat at your thumb after a little while. But man, just having that solid lockup, you know it's not going to fold on you at all.
It's thick.
And it's a nice thick liner.
Well, and then you got the lock to prevent the liner from moving over.
Right. You have that second,
which you really don't even. Honestly, you really don't even need it. It's that solid.
It is. It really is solid. I was really surprised. This was given to me by Jonathan of the Shredder Knife Reviews. Everybody knows him as Papa Shredder. And he has told me on multiple occasions this is his all-time favorite knife. And the way that he uses knives, I can totally see it. I've not had to sharpen this one. They did do a recent update to it. This model has the K110 steel, which is the European version of D2. I believe they are using D2 now. So there was a bit of an update recently. The material is still really good. I believe they may be I believe that the blades are treated.
You're right, Jason. They did. They're cryo treated.
Are they?
If they, yeah, almost all their D2, all their steel's cryo treated, if I understand correctly. As a matter of fact,
they're tough.
Even the OS 8 they have with the cryo treatment, it's amazing.
They're really good knives.
You know, a lot of people get turned off by the D2, but I can tell you from experience, from using them a lot, the D2 is really, really good on off-grid knives. 100%.
I haven't had to sharpen this one, and I'm trying to see how long it takes for that to happen. I'm still a noob at sharpening, so I'm still kind of getting through that. I'm using the precision sharpener from WorkSharp, and I may have to use a stone on one of my knives, but yeah, I haven't had to sharpen this one yet. There is a little bit of wear on the edge, but you're not going to be able to see it on my camera here. It's literally like right here where I'm getting a tiny bit of wear, probably from where I'm using it. But you have the black stonewashed one. I've got the regular stonewash. It's really robust, guys.
I've got both of them.
And you've got a really thick tip here, which I think you could use as a chisel if you really wanted to. I don't use my knives like that, but man, this is a very, very robust knife. We also have on here the off-grid Black Stallion. I did review this one on my channel, and I wanted to show it here on the live. I really like this knife a lot, and it's mostly because of the action. It's one of those knives that I think lefty EDC will like say it's immediately
Yeah,
ugly.
he probably
He's
will,
gonna hate
because
it. But then the moment that he starts flipping it, he'll be like, "Oh my God, you guys, this is amazing." It's
yeah,
really
and you
good.
know,
It's really, really good.
and the way it look, I mean, just watch it when it falls shut. It's just perfect. The detent. Mr. Diva will like it, I think.
Yeah, I think he would definitely like it, and he can definitely borrow mine. It's got a
Yeah,
very robust hand-filling handle here. It does like
yeah,
taper out, so you have a lot of control there. There is no finger choil, but you do have this flat spot here where if you need to really choke up, you can. I usually do, especially when I'm cutting cardboard, so that the cardboard doesn't
yeah,
hit the sharpening choil there. But man, this is a really good knife as well, and you can tell that they're both different
yep.
simply because of the. I think they have similar action, but I think the liner luck on this one makes it just a tiny bit different, and you can see the thickness of the steels here, just how much thicker the Vipers is.
Yeah, it's the Black Stallion is definitely thinner, but it's, I don't know, just the construction on it altogether makes it really solid. I mean, this thing, and it's really good in hand, guys. Like, if I got large hands, you know, I extra large gloves, and this thing just fits comfortably in there.
It's a
And it's a wicked
fantastic
slicer,
knife.
guys. Wicked slicer. I mean, this is
I
utility all
can't.
day long on this thing.
Oh man, for sure. And this one, I think you can use for different EDC tasks. It might even be possible to
Oh,
use
sure.
it for tactical reasons, but I couldn't talk on that. But they're really good. This one is made by Best Tech. They also have the Rhino, which is made by Best Tech as well. And then this one is made by
Yeah.
their Vietnamese partner, which also does things for CRKT, possibly even Cold Steel. I'm not really sure. And they're top quality. They're all designed in California, in Los Angeles, and they're also super friendly people. I should put their Instagram in the chat. I don't know if you've had an opportunity to interact with them. They're really nice
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. Super nice owner. I've interacted with Kerry through Instagram, and yeah, he's super approachable guy, super nice. He listens to his customers. I mean, that's why he keeps developing really good knives. I mean, this Rhino is one of my favorite. This thing is just all around one of the toughest blades too, and it slices really, really, really good.
Yeah, it looks like a slicer. I know that they have one that is similar or has that similar handle as the Black Stallion. I think they have that for the Rhino as well. But I like that one that you have with the green G10.
Um. Oh no, you're talking about the Badger. Yeah, they have one called the
Is
Badger
there a
that has the same.
Badger?
It's like a peanut look. I would think it. Yeah, it's called the Badger. Looks like a giant peanut shell to me, but it
You're
works.
probably right.
But
They're
Jason,
out
I
of
do
stock
got
on a
this
lot of their
now.
knives. What do you have?
The Enforcer. This is the new one. This is the new one.
Nice.
This
It's kind of
thing is
reverse
a.
Tanto.
I mean, look at the handle on this thing. This is actually, I put it up against the 8010. It's actually got it beat in size and handle. This thing is an absolute
Nice.
monster. The glass breaker is actually removable on this too, if anybody wants to know. Yeah, this thing's not to be trifled with, that's for sure. super slicey blade. It's D2 also. Pretty sure
it's only $90.
all the same cryo treat. Yeah. Also, guys, if you head over to the Amazon store, or not, you can find these on Amazon, but if you head over to their website, sign up for their email, they usually shoot you over a discount code.
So you can remove that glass breaker. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's removable. I haven't taken it off yet. It's huge too, man.
I think
look at that thing.
it
It's
looks
like
enormous.
really sharp. Yeah. I mean, that's
like your hand's gonna go past that multiple times to get your keys, to get change, your wallet, whatever. I can see that getting annoying.
Yeah, this thing's huge, man, but it actually fits in the pocket. It's actually doable to carry if you obviously like a big knife. If you're used to carrying stuff like that, this will work.
Do you have any knives that you can use for size comparison?
Yeah, I mean, I got the 8010 somewhere in here. 8015, 8010. So trying to see on the camera here. It's kind of split screen. You can see the handle. The handle's got the 8010 beat.
And definitely does.
Blade. Yeah, I mean, you all know the 8010's no joke.
The 8010 looks a little bit more contoured, whereas the Enforcer has kind of a blocky.
It is.
But I imagine that would be good for multiple
but the thing is, and it's light. I think it's really light, actually. I mean, about the same. But you have so much to work with on the handle that it makes up for not having the contouring on it. And the G10 feels really good. It's almost like diamond pattern grip on it. This thing ain't coming out of your hand. It'll tear your pockets up repeatedly putting it in and out, obviously, but see, here's the 8015. Put it up against that.
I think it's possible that all of these have the same. Oh man, it does make the 8015 look small.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's not a small knife, so yeah, this thing is colossal, man. Absolute colossal.
Does it fit in the fifth pocket?
I actually really like it. Yeah, I don't think it's going to fit in there.
Yeah, the pocket clips are contentious for a lot of different companies, especially the ones that do the big overbuilt work knives. And I think it's just because of the way that they are doing the G10 and not really leaving kind of a flat area. You could, if you really wanted to, do that yourself, but I wish the knife companies would do that. And I think this is the only cold steel that is easy to go in and out of the pocket, but that's just because of the slippery or slick aluminum there. But yeah, for sure. This one.
Code 4, yeah.
For sure. I think this has almost like a diamond pattern, not quite. No, I guess it's got that crisscross pattern, but yeah, this
that's
definitely
actually one thing, Jason. That's one thing is the one downside to the Viper is it absolutely shreds your pockets, and it's because of that texturing, and that clip is so tight, kind of similar to the short carry Benchmade clip. It'll chew through your pants. That's only, like I said, that's only a bad thing.
With the screws, but yeah, it does. It grips your jeans pretty good. It's a really
they
cool
recessed
knife.
the screws and the clip, so I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's a fantastic knife. And you could even sand those scales down if you wanted to.
I don't know what this material is though.
It's
It doesn't.
G10.
Yeah, it is G10. The fibers, you can
Pretty sure they use
barely see
G10
the
on all their
fibers right
scales.
there. But I really wanted to talk about this knife. I've been calling it the folding mini Rambo because it's got these grooves on the top that at first I thought would be good for grip. And I can't call it grippy, honestly. And I think it's just the way that they
No,
did
it's
it.
not.
They've got these little cutouts at the top, and then you've got kind of a taller, smooth spine. And it's the same way on both sides. And it's what am I thinking here? They didn't contour it. They bevel. There's like a little bevel here.
Scalloped it.
Yeah. And it's just I
It's
guess
more
it grips your
aesthetically a
finger,
thing.
but I don't think it's meant for
Not really.
jumping. I think it looks really cool. I
Nah, it's
really
just
like it a lot. There's no jumping anywhere on the knife, not even on the
nah.
flipper tab.
No, the handle fits so good though, it really doesn't matter.
It's a really great knife, and I'm gonna put it next to knives that people might recognize, even though I put some cold steels up there. I've got the Para 3 here. Let's see here. I've got the Para 3.
Yeah.
To me, it's just
It's
about
actually
the
a
same
comparison for
size.
size.
And then let me see here. Another one that I could throw up there. And this is one that I was discussing possibly sending you. The Benchmade 940.
Oh, okay. Oh, the Blade HQ.
Yeah. Yep. So they're about the same size. I think you can tell just looking at the blades, this is going to be a little bit more robust. It may take a little bit more wear just because of the way that they did the compound tip here. We've got a flat tip here with, or a flat ground tip. Almost feels like a chisel, and then you got this hollow grind here on the flat. Really cool how they did this. It cuts. It cuts really, really well. In my opinion, I can't call it a slicer just because we've got kind of a thick blade. And the way that we've got the shoulder here, it does push the material out. And once you get so far, you'll start to feel a little drag, especially if you're cutting through really big boxes. But man, it holds its edge really, really well. I don't know how they do their heat treatment there. It's really good. And I haven't had to use it for fixed
Yeah, the
blade yet.
Bowler. The Bowler 110 is good stuff. I think the reason they stopped using it is because the availability is running low on that steel. I don't know if that's the case or if it's a cost-effective thing. I'm not really sure.
I've been wondering about that because we keep there's this huge demand for bigger and better steels, and it seems to change each and every year. And at some point, I wonder, like, at what point is it going to stop? Is there a steel that doesn't lose its edge ever? I think that'd be awesome to have. I would want that, but yeah, I wonder about that.
Yeah, this blade, it's definitely made. I mean, this is going to be good for like fibrous materials if you're cutting through rope and crap. You're going to power through stuff with it with more of a strength. over slicing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The geometry on this blade is not really made to be a slicer, and most
I
Tontos aren't.
think I think it's made for piercing, and it's just because of the robust
Yeah,
tip that you have
it's
here.
strength.
It's definitely. I
Yeah,
think
like if you're cut.
this tip could be used for chiseling. I really do. I think this is a really good knife. I would.
Yeah,
I
you could
think you
do
should
that.
have a chisel, but I think this knife, if you don't have your chisel with you, and you're replacing the lock on a door, this could come in super handy.
Yeah.
I've seen people use the 940 for that reason, and I imagine this would work about the same.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those knives that if you're going to go beat the crap out of it, this is one that's going to hold up. You can definitely abuse this thing. I have the black one. I have. I'll see where's that. I've sharpened it to death. So
You have two
see
of them?
there, I've given it. Oh yeah, I bought this when it first came out.
Nice.
Yeah, like
It
I said,
doesn't
I
even
beat the
look like
crap
they're
out of this
listed.
thing, and yeah, you can't find these anymore. But yeah, if you want something you can just use and abuse and not even think about it, this is one to go with. And it's on bearings. It's on
Yeah,
ceramic
they
bearings, I
definitely
think.
are on berries. So you do have that fidget factor, but because
Yeah,
of
once
the strong
you break
cup
it
height,
in, you definitely if you have like frail hands, this is definitely not your knife. If you're going to
I
want to be
do
fidgety with
fidget
it,
with it.
but
But I
it's a
fidget with
solid
every
piece.
knife. I fidget with my
I
knives
really like it.
until my fingers bleed, which is terrible.
Yep. I think all of us do. They just don't admit it.
It's like, oh, I just cut myself. I got to stop for a second. And then you take care of it, and then you're right back to flipping your knife, only that you've got a band-aid on your hand.
Oh, I thought you really just cut yourself.
No, 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 no. I've got band-aids here. I had a scare on one of my recent lives. I was presenting the DJRB, my Leah, and on one of the front flips, I don't know how, but
Yeah.
it got my pinky. It didn't
Oh.
cut me, thankfully. It just like past the skin, barely pierced it, barely, but it didn't cut it. I didn't bleed at all. So I was able to get through my life, but I've got band-aids here just in case. And I do try to still reverse finger flick if I can, but it's awkward to do at this angle with the camera so close to my hand there. I don't know. I do want to do a size comparison.
Is that your SR1? Is
The
that your cold steel, Jason?
Yeah, I like it a lot. Well, actually, this is one of my first cold steels. It came out. No, this isn't my first one. My first one's over here. My first one is this one. I may have to dust it off here. It's this one, the Luzon.
Oh, okay.
That was my first cold
Thank
steel.
you.
And it's funny because I was watching Lynn Thompson. He was doing a presentation on his YouTube channel on why
Yeah.
big knives are important. And he was talking about the reach. His focus was very tactical, and I'm not that
That's a
guy
big
at all.
knife.
But they just the way that he was talking about it, there was so much passion in what he was saying. So I just had to get a knife, and this was it. This was the one I got, and I really like it a lot. And then last year, this was one of the knives that they came out with for 2020, and they have a premium version of it. But this is this was maybe $50 when it came out. I think you can get it for $40 now, but look how thick the blade is. Super thick.
Yeah, that was the king of the crop before I think the 8010 came out.
I think the 8010 may have already been out when this came out. They did a video
That's R1.
with the tri-lock on the SR1, and it was able to hold up 400 pounds of weight. So incredible. I was really amazed by it, and I had to have one. And I can't get them all to stand up. I just wanted you guys to see the thickness here. Very thick blade here. It is not a slicer at all. We've got a saber grind, flat grind here, and a little bit of a compound grind with a second flat ground tip. I've not had to do much with the tip here. It's still really, really sharp. Actually, I may have stropped it. But one thing that I have noticed on this particular knife is I think it hits the back spacer, or it may hit the back spring. It may hit the back spring, and I think it's like right here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see it here. I'm not sure what to do about that, and I've noticed other people have complained about it, but honestly, it works really, really well. I haven't had too much of an issue with that. It still cuts through material. I think I'm going to worry about it as I try to sharpen it because it gets thick really fast. Really, really fast. But it's a really cool knife. I really like it a lot. I think Lynn Thompson said that if he was to be dropped off on an island and if he was only to have one single knife, it would be this one. Possibly the clip point version, though, not necessarily the Tonto, but I thought the Tonto was pretty cool. The Grivery here is very aggressive. I think they're calling it Grivix, actually.
Yeah, Grivix.
I hate the pocket clip. I'm not a fan of the pocket clip, and I completely understand why, aside from the fact that it's got a whole bunch of retention. This totally will eat at your pocket, and it's tough to go in and tough to pull out. But an awesome knife nonetheless, and you can reverse finger flick it. I really like those knives. But yeah, I've got a few work knives. I thought it would be cool to have just some beater knives that I can use. My friends do a lot of home repairs and home renovations, and I thought it'd be fun to have some tools ready just in case they need some help. And these are really good for that. Maybe not this one. I like this one a lot. I won't beat that one up. I won't baby it, but I won't beat it up. It's one of my favorites. I really like that one a lot.
That's actually a strong knife too. Yeah, I like
it
that
really
one also.
is. One of the reasons that I like it a lot is the materials. Aside from the fact that Cold Steel makes fantastic knives, you've got an S35E blade. You've got really strong aluminum here, super light. And you can get an S35E blade for $70. They do go on sale pretty regularly. I've heard people have been looking at this model for a while. Please definitely add it to your collection. It's fantastic. It took me a little while to figure out how to thumb flick it. Go ahead.
If you can get past the lockback, some people don't like lockback. You can get past the lockback. That's a good knife to have.
I like the lockback.
Very good knife.
You've got this extra little motion. I think it just adds to the fidgetiness to it. I don't know. I really like it a lot. It is intimidating though because it is an enormous knife, and I am flicking it with ease, but know that it's got a very strong back spring, and this will definitely bite you. I've learned that from trying to flick it myself. But man, it's great. I really like their knives a lot, and they are sharp from the factory. I think they've got the sharpest knives I've ever purchased.
Cold Cold Steel has Hogan Cold Steel have some of the best, some of my favorite grinds.
I've heard that about Hogue, actually. I've heard that Hogue and Cold Steel have the best edge in the entire industry.
Just say I've never got one dull. Every one I've received is hair popping sharp.
We've got Scotsman762 in the chat. Hey, Scotsman762. Actually, a lot of people dropped out. I'm wondering if there's problems with the live. I can't tell what's happening. Oh, I know exactly what's happening. So my roommate's getting his computer ready for streaming. Oh, hopefully that isn't interfering with my video. I don't know if you can tell. I don't have anyone in the chat right now. But
oh, really?
It's okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anyone in the chat.
Yeah, probably. Well, it's been. Can you hear me right now?
Yeah, absolutely. There's been a little bit of delay.
There's like 2 or 3 second delay at least.
Man, I'm sorry. Has it been really hard?
That's all right.
Okay.
No, it's just like I'll start talking and I don't think you hear me. That's okay. It's all good.
Shut up. Well,
no, you're fine.
I do want to know. You have a video ended here for some reason. I wanted to ask you about your channel. And I know that you have been telling me, we've been talking a little bit about your channel and that you have plans to do things with your channel and in conjunction with other ideas. Are those things that you want to talk about now that we can talk about, that we can go over? Because I want to know, I'm thinking of doing very similar things, and it'd be really cool if we even worked on some things together in that regard.
Yeah. Well, if you're referring to like my website that I'm doing and Etsy shop I'm going to start out.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was referring to.
That's still in the works. That's still kind of in the works. The page, a lot of it's done, but I still got to add a lot of stuff to it. And we got to add a lot of different items to my store, but it's going to start out with like, simple stuff like some t-shirts and hats and stuff with some designs. We don't quite know. I can't really give too much information on that right now, but as soon as the website goes up, I'll definitely advertise that on Instagram and stuff so everybody can see that. And of course, I'll keep you on loop with all that. But yeah, as of for right now, I really don't have too much to say on it. But as far as the channel, I've got a lot of different content ideas coming up, other than just knife reviews themselves. How about you?
I have some ideas as well. I was thinking I've got a couple of reviews that I need to work on. I have my storyboarding almost done. I'm going to be doing my very first ever giveaway. My channel has just reached over 250 subscribers, and that's something that I need to release. So
Congrats.
I'll be possibly working on that this weekend so that everyone gets the instructions on how to participate. The one thing that has slowed me down with it is I'm checking how how people deal with international viewers, because I do have quite a few international viewers, and in 2 occasions, people have
Yeah.
requested that I do my giveaway where it's open to everyone. I've not done that yet. I've not done anything where I've sent anything internationally, so I'm curious about what that experience is like.
Well, that's funny you mentioned that too. I forgot all about giveaways. Yeah, giveaways. I'm definitely going to be doing giveaways. That's definitely a thing for coming to the channel, without a doubt. I know. I mean, there's some big channels that don't even mess with it. So, unfortunately, with overseas shipping, there's just so many factors you have to take into account with customs and other things like that you may do all the right parts on your end, but when as soon as it leaves this country, and say it goes to Germany or who knows where, there's always that possibility they may not get that package, and if they do get the package, it could be months and months and months. I mean, sometimes they get stuck in a cargo crate on a ship, and it may be at port for months at a time. It's hard to say. So I would play it safe and stick with the United States only to start.
I think
that's kind of where I'm going to go with it.
I think that's sound. I think that's very sound advice. Because I didn't want, the last thing I wanted for anything to happen with the stuff that I send out is that it gets lost in transition, like it, and getting there. And we know there's some shady people out there. I've heard customs taking stuff home. I don't know what that's like. I am doing these really cool EDC pocket dumps that I'm going to be giving away, but I think I may do something special and unique just for my international viewers. It's going to be hard to tell though, like, who's international without them giving me the address up front. But I don't know. I think I'm going to try to figure out what to do. And the one place that I'm going to have to look at is the UK. I know that one's going to be the trickiest.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the United States is easy because, it's one country. You've got all these several different countries that have so many different customs and laws. It's playing with it's a can of worms, so.
I think I can send out a little
I would
tool,
ship to just anybody. I have no problem doing that.
Because I can imagine
it's totally,
these things would be hard to find in other places. I don't know. It doesn't have to be a knife. That's the part that I'm thinking of. Like go ahead.
Yeah, and part of it, Jason, is like a lot of European areas, they're not allowed to have locking blades whatsoever. So, and even some slip joints they can't even have.
Yeah.
So
my man bug would be a huge concern, huh? Well, I was thinking about maybe doing like a pry tool giveaway that everyone can participate in, because pry tools anybody can use, right? They don't have any blades on them. They're straight up tools, and in some cases, people are just going to use them as a bottle cap lifter. And I think it'd be fun to just do like a giveaway in that regard. I love keychain tools. Of course, I think all my giveaways may contain a little rock, just to kind of keep it unique to me. But you're right. I don't know if I'm going to do a giveaway on an international scale with a pocket knife, just for fear that it's going to get taken on the way there. And I think that'd be such a bummer. And
I mean, even shipping to Canada, I mean, because my wife's from Canada, and we've had to ship stuff back to her parents before, and it's a pain in the butt sometimes to get stuff back and forth, even just north of the border from us.
I'll have to see where DNA Hanks is located. I want to say that they may be in British Columbia, but they get some packages, and I don't necessarily know if it's like stayed within Canada or people from the US sent them stuff, but I've seen them receive large pocket knives, including the artisan. What is that big, thick proponent? The artisan proponent.
The what?
Here, I'll show you. The proponent looks, it's an unusual knife. Almost looks like it could be a sword, but it's been cut.
Oh.
It's got a Warney blade, possibly with a Tanto point here. He got
I've seen that.
this
Yep.
in the mail, and I thought that was a pretty large blade. I was pretty surprised that he got it in the mail. I don't recall who sent him that though, but I think it's a cool knife. And the fact that he got it and he's in Canada, it made me wonder if maybe restrictions are different in each province.
I don't think so. I don't think so on blades. I think you have to deal more with that, like going to Germany and some parts of the UK, because, like I said, some of them can't have locking blades. But I don't think Canada really has any issues with that. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think that's an issue. It's more of a customs thing than anything that you have to get through.
I can see that.
I don't see that being an issue though. But that's a really cool idea though, Jason. I like the doing something a little special.
Yeah, it's just that I've seen when 1 Minute Knife Reviews announced his giveaway, and he's got a large, massive giveaway, guys. It may have been already closed. I think he was closing it today. But I heard some people upset that they were feeling left out. I don't want anyone to feel left out. That's the part that I'm having a tough time with. And just hearing that even before I've even released my giveaway rules kind of like made me stop a little bit. And I have to kind of figure out if I want to do something unique and special just for the UK, or if I should just roll with my plans and then hope that I get only someone from the US. I don't really know.
Well, I mean, you could always roll with it and just ship it out, but
yeah. And I don't know. That's the thing. I'm not going to be able to know.
It's kind of like a 50.
I don't know what the rules are.
50-50 thing,
For sure. That's it. That's it. Like it could be good. It could be bad, and we won't know until it gets there.
Yeah. I just know that I don't want to deal with it. Deal with the issues. Want to send stuff to people overseas. I would love to, but I just don't have the time and the money to deal with it. Just to be honest, And I know that's why a lot of people avoid it also. I mean, like Metal Complex, even, when he does his giveaways, he tells you straight up, he's not shipping it overseas, but he said he will ship it to somebody relative to them, someone, if they know somebody over here, he's willing to ship it to them, and then they can take it from there. So that's kind of cool on his part to offer that, at least.
Absolutely. I completely agree. I will definitely try. I think I'm going to check it out just to see. I think I could be wrong, but I think we may be completely offline.
What's that?
I don't see us on. I think we're completely offline.
Oh, I see the live counter, but that's it.
Yeah, I see the live counter as well, but We are not live. Here we go.
Oh, maybe we got booted when your roommate got on.
Possibly. I'm not really sure. Oh, here we go. We're back.
He's not on. He's not in there. He's not raging in there, is he?
Not yet. And I know you've heard him.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious.
I'm not sure how this is gonna go, so I think why don't we stop here for now? I'm glad that we got this started though.
Yeah, we're good.
And
Yeah.
I'm glad that we got
We can
introduce you a little bit.
Yeah. We can redo it again. I mean, I'm always down.
Okay. I'd be down for having you on next Wednesday, actually. You've been really good to talk to here. Perfect. Well,
yeah, and I mean, now if you you know, let me know if you got any ideas or something we can come up with ahead of time and make it a little more fun and interesting.
Well, we can definitely make it interesting, but you're gonna need to buy a knife.
Hey,
and
we can. Okay.
But you're gonna be upset at me.
What is that?
Because you don't have this one.
Nope, I don't have the Shadow Ranger yet.
You need a Shadow Ranger, man. We could definitely talk some stuff.
Oh yeah, I'll put it on the work sharp.
Mine could use sharpening actually, because mine is not sharp at all.
I'll carry it and I'll even EDC it for a week.
And it's tip down configuration. It's tip down only. And usually like this, I would probably carry it in my left pocket, but I can see people carrying it in their right. Yeah. Well, cool, man. I'll have a theme set up for us. I don't have anything right this second, but we can definitely come up with something. And then we'll meet up next week. I really appreciate you coming on here with me. I'm sorry that we're having some technical difficulties. I'm glad that you still hung out and we worked through it. Hopefully next week is a little different. I don't necessarily know if it's on my end, but it might be. It's very possible.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been on StreamYard, so I never had any problems with Zoom, so maybe it's just StreamYard.
I don't know. I was noticing that other people were having a hard time today also, so it might be, we'll see. I'll try Streamlabs next time. Hey, Kiefer.
That's all good, man.
Kiefer 22948 came in right as we were closing down.
Okay.
He's the king of the Daleka.
Oh, okay.
I can't reverse finger flick it. Let me try. I have to do it while he's here. I can do the thumb. I can't Spidey flick it though.
Well, you even got the release down.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, thank you so much for coming on my live.
All right,
I really appreciate you. Thank you, Kiefer, for coming on last second. I really appreciate you coming too. And I see that there's 2 other people on the live. I can't really see though who they are, but I'm really grateful that you guys came. We'll be back at Wednesday next week, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 Eastern, and we'll have Jack from Suburban Tactical Nation here with us. Thank you guys so much for joining. Until the next time.